Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. A throw over the middle, taken in. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's what we are.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Screen play set up for Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 6. Now Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Purdy. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Donald just continues to astound with plays like that. Last year, his 9th season in the NFL, and the first time since his rookie year, he wasn't voted an All-Pro. Yet even in just 11 games, had 5 sacks and made the Pro Bowl. Simply incredible.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Williams. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 78 yards. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A big play looming on 3rd down. From the 50, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have.